Ezekiel Elliott availability rests in hands of 5th Circuit Court, Arlington, Texas. It is possible that Ezekiel Elliott has played his last game for the Dallas Cowboys until Thanksgiving. On Monday, the 5th Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals could make an immediate ruling on the NFL's request for a stay of the injunction that is keeping Elliott on the field, but the belief is that it would be made within 2 weeks, according to a league source. Asked after Sunday's 35-30 loss to the Los Angeles Rams if he would head to New Orleans for the hearing, Elliott was not sure. The Cowboys are off Monday. He attended the injunction hearing in Sherman, Texas, before the season started. Owner and general manager Jerry Jones was unsure whether Elliott would be available next week against the Green Bay Packers. "I know we are down to where it's in the hands of the appellate group of judges," Jones said, "and I wouldn't dare speculate. The running back will be eligible to play until the court decides that District Court Judge Amos Mazant had the right to hear Elliott's appeal, or dismisses the lawsuit altogether." There are 3 potential outcomes from Monday's hearing. The Court of Appeals could rule that the District Court lacked authority to hear the case and rule to vacate the injunction and dismiss the lawsuit, in which case the suspension would take effect immediately, though Elliott would likely file a temporary restraining order. It could vacate the injunction based on the merits of the case, believing that the District Court overreached when reviewing the decision, particularly with how the courts ruled in favor of the league in the Tom Brady and Adrian Peterson cases. The court could deny the stay, which likely would mean that Elliott would be able to play the full season, with the legal battle to play out for the 2018 season. If the NFL earns the stay, Elliott would not return until Thanksgiving against the Los Angeles Chargers. "We've got confidence in our running backs," Cowboys tight end Jason Witten said. "Certainly you'd miss a guy like Zeke, just his mentality and how he plays the game, and he's such a dynamic back, but our team seems to handle those things really well. Good leadership, top to bottom. We'll adjust with it and keep on going. But hopefully it all gets worked out." Elliott had the 6th touchdown game of his career Sunday. He finished with 85 yards rushing on 21 carries and caught 4 passes for 54 yards and a touchdown. It was closer to the Elliott of 2016. On his second quarter touchdown catch, he ran through a tackle by Rams linebacker Alec Ogletree and took a hit from linebacker Mark Barrett on the goal line. On Elliott's 1-yard run, he bowled his way through the middle of the Rams defense. "What I did today really isn't important," Elliott said. "What's important is team wins, and I don't care how many touchdowns or whatever the stats were. We just want to go out there and get wins, and we weren't able to do that today." The NFL's biggest surprises through 4 weeks, and what's next? We're essentially 1/4 of the way through the 2017 NFL season. 28 of the league's 32 teams have played 4 games, with the Buccaneers and Dolphins taking an unexpected Week 1 bye as a result of Hurricane Irma, and the Chiefs and Washington finishing Week 4 on Monday Night Football. 4 games doesn't seem like much, but when you consider that the typical team will line up for about 500 plays from scrimmage over a typical 4-week period, we're getting plenty of data points on how they're going to play this season. In some cases, those surprises will stick around for the remainder of the season. Others won't. By this time last season, Matt Ryan already led the league in passing yardage, which was the first hint of a season that would eventually earn him a totally unexpected MVP award. It also was a league in which Isaiah Crowell was second in rushing yardage, Marvin Jones was second in receiving yardage, and the Vikings were 4-0. Those changes weren't quite as sticky. Some things about the 2017 season haven't been all that surprising. The Packers and Steelers have been good. The Browns and 49ers have not. After the first 4 weeks of the season, though, there are quite a few things most of us didn't see coming. Many of them were reinforced during a wacky Sunday that saw 6 underdogs win before the late afternoon games got into gear. Let's look at 10 of the most surprising on-field elements of this NFL season so far and see if we can make some sense of whether they're likely to keep up the rest of the way. Among the 10 teams represented are the 4 members of the AFC East, the league's most top-seeded division after 4 weeks.